and welcome. In this video I am going to be playing a large-scale team deathmatch in a T3 Tirpitz. I have a combination of T2 and T3 components. I'm running hammers and an inquisitor. Here are the stats. Now, in a match this big, you tend to find there's a lot of people who are not as situationally aware as they should be. For example, if I'm playing a match and I spot a Tirpitz anywhere on the map, I would instantly try and use the terrain as cover. So for example, these enemies up on the hill, they would know I'm here because I've been spotted by one of the other players, and I would make sure not to expose myself to that cannon because it's almost certain death or disability or a leg that will get blown off. Yet, maybe, I'm not sure what cup range I'm playing against at the moment, but I'm seeing a lot of players who are not as situationally aware as they should be for their own survival. I'm just going to loiter around here because I've got the benefit of this platform on my right and the trench below me, so if I need to I can retreat into it to get some cover. But for now it's free pickings. Here's this chap out in the open. Free game. Now, again, if I'd seen a Tirpitz on the field, I would have made for the hills. Okay, those shots are missing. Hammer shots are connecting. Inquisitor misses. I'll just move to the other side and give him another shot from the opposite side of this platform. Where is he? This should finish him off. Excellent. So again, we've still got these enemies up in the hills, all fully exposed. I probably should have waited until I had an extra round in my cannon, so I could have followed that up with another direct shot. The trick is to try and hold my fire long enough that I can build up my magazine capacity. Now, I'm not running automation, and I'm not running feeding gear. I think you may have seen at the beginning of the video, I am running magazine and 3 reinforced ammunition. So when it hits, it should count. An enemy Tirpitz. I don't have enough left in the tank. I'm going to beat a hasty retreat here, and I'm going to try and zigzag a little bit to try and throw off the aim of his Sarissa and his Inquisitor cannon. And I'll just shoot a welcome shot. And here I'll do my dance, and you can see that his targeting system is being thrown off. He's almost stationary, which is not helping him to dodge shots, even at this long distance. Another pro tip, if you see a bunch of enemy and they are swarming your environment, it is almost suicide if you drop into a spawn point that is already heavily occupied. Now maybe you feel like you want to get revenge and therefore you want to be as close as possible, but it's not a good idea. 2 Tirpitz. One of them's on fire, I can see off in the distance. So I'll see if I can distract him and keep focus fire on the other one. Oh no, wait, he is destroyed. So I have opted for a heavy Tirpitz. My maximum speed here is 37 kilometers an hour. Okay, there's a Nelly. Pretty sure that's a Nelly hiding behind that tower there. I'll wait for him to inevitably get into range, maybe blow off one of his legs. So this is a more effective strategy. If I am forced to hide and take excessive cover by a Tirpitz, what I will usually do is bombard that Tirpitz with javelin. which can become very frustrating for the Tirpitz, but it also, all javelins when they hit a Tirpitz usually hit the top of the Inquisitor, which results in losing their main cannon and reducing the effectiveness of the Tirpitz. Overall, it just becomes a walking bullet sponge. And that can still be useful in some situations if, for example, in a steel convoy, you are trying to keep the enemy away from the convoy leader. You can still walk your bullet sponge into the line of fire to help take shots, or just to lead their fire in the opposite direction. Okay, we've got a bit of a lead here, 10 points. That Stingnelli up there is going to probably buy the farm. The projectile speed of a Inquisitor shell is 800 kilometers per second. It was reduced a little bit in the latest update, but it's still quite good at hitting fast-moving objects. As you'll see a little bit later, I will engage a cormorant at a distance, although he's not really engaging me, but I'm still able to target him and hit him mid-flight. Up here we'll see another Tirpitz, if I'm correct. Again, good hit. And is he going to be exposed? No. There he is. So that javelin, as you may have just noticed, just took out one of my legs, which has now knocked my top speed down substantially, and I'm also starting to wear down the last of my armor. That cockpit voice is lovely. That's why in the settings I usually always balance the voice volume. Okay, here's our cormorant friend, and here's my Inquisitor. Now, if the cormorant was paying attention to me, which he is not, he'd be able to do a dance in midair. Now, particularly if he had thrusters, not afterburners, but if he had foresight, afterburner, yeah. Afterburner is what changes the... If he had afterburners, he'd be able to change direction a bit quicker and escape most of my fire. And the proximity of that Nelly just reminds me why I've got armor, dual armor, on each of my hammers. It takes that much extra damage to try and tear them off, which gives me enough time to reload my Inquisitor. Okay, I finally bit the dust. This match is almost over, so I will just fast forward to get to the end results. Victory. Thanks for watching.